A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress. He was drinking a lot of caffeine. And it turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time. All right. So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up and then we're going to try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm gonna give a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11. So we'll see. Woo. Woo. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa, too bad was you know they roll.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Hello. What's going on, people? Let me go ahead and kick that real quick. There we go. Yo, what's going on, y'all, man? I hope everybody's day is going well, man. Today is July the 5th. It's Friday, people. Hope everybody's day is going well, guys. This is, I believe, the last Friday before we hit the big 3-4. Yes, my birthday is next week. That's so crazy, man. I've actually been telling everybody that I'm 34 years old already because I thought I was. Okay, I haven't been keeping up with it. But yeah, extremely excited, man. Another year, another blessing. Listen, y'all, I don't take these things lightly, man. Every 24 hours that we get is just another blessing, and I'm thankful for it. Extremely thankful for it. Don't really know exactly what all I'm gonna be doing on my birthday. I mean, I got some ideas. Definitely gotta go link up with the fam or whatnot, man, and stop by and pick up a few things. Like I got a few stops that I got to make. But all blessings, man. We're gonna go ahead and jump into these topics, y'all. It's been a lot. It's been a lot that's been going on, and I want to make sure that I pretty much touch bases with everything. All right. So we're gonna first start off because we're gonna get into that Kendrick Lamar thing. Because I actually just recently watched the freaking video, and when I tell you, man, that thing it had me shook up a little bit. And this is coming from somebody that haven't really been like invested in that. But I mean, you can't help when that's the number one trending thing on YouTube. I mean, you can't help but notice these things. But first and foremost, before we get into that, I wanted to jump into this LeBron situation, right? LeBron and Bronny, y'all, between that, because I mean, honestly, that they not like us just popped up. But everybody, even with Bronny being the number 55th pick overall in the NBA, it seems like people cannot keep this kid's name out of their mouth. Like everywhere you turn, that's the only thing that people are talking about. I don't even know who the number one pick in the NBA was this year. That's how crazy this is. People are literally spending most of their time and their energy talking about Bronny, that the number one and the number two overall, honestly, in my eyes, haven't even really been discussed like that. That's crazy. That's got to be like a first time in history. You getting more publicity, more people, more eyeballs, people paying attention to Bronny, the number 55th pick, over the number one pick. But I'm just curious, man. I would love to hear from you guys. What are y'all thoughts on this? We're probably gonna be rocking solo dolo today, man. I'm not sure where the others are. Y'all know people, they get busy or whatnot. It's the summertime, man. People like to be out in the streets, chilling and whatnot, enjoying themselves. I'm not mad at it. Do what you do, man. Maybe they'll chime in a little bit later, maybe not. I don't know, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and get back into it. But yeah, man. So LeBron James, Bronny James, I believe he signed like a $7 million contract or something like that. I have to pull that contract up. I think it was a little bit more on the ridiculous side. Like, let me see if I can pull this contract up real quick. I just want to make sure I got my numbers straight. Yeah, it was a 4-year deal for $7.9 million. How old is this kid, man? But a lot of people, he's been getting a lot of heckle because he don't necessarily have the size. A lot of people say that he don't have the talent to even be in the NBA. He should have, either stayed in college for another year or whatever, gave himself a little bit more time to develop, into becoming that dominant player or whatever. And it was a few people that said that, maybe he should go overseas or whatever, playing some smaller leagues before going to the NBA. a lot of people were saying that he does not deserve to be in the NBA. And I thought that was a bunch of bull, man. Like, honestly, like if you really paid attention to that kid, like he's pretty much been in the spotlight his entire life. Bronny James has been in the spotlight his entire life. And his dad, he's watched his dad be talked about. They done call LeBron James every name in the book, like all the negative things. But not once did you ever see him or honestly any of their family, any of the LeBron James family really step out of line, man. All of them have, been cool about everything, maintain their composure or whatever. And I think that's probably one of the main reasons why this kid deserves to be where he is right now. Because his ability, again, to stand on his square, and you cannot knock and say that that young man does not work his butt off, almost curse, because he honestly does. I've seen it and practice on the court, like on and off the court, man. Stand up guy, great kid. And I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Would you rather take the risk, spend the money on a kid that was raised by a pretty stand-up guy, regardless of whatever you guys want to say? LeBron James has came from pretty much the bottom, made his way out, and has really, honestly, shocked a lot of people in a lot of different ways. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, when you come from a single parent household, when you come from certain neighborhoods, you got some people that do make it out, but you rarely have somebody that makes it out of all of those things that he had to endure and go through in his life. Defy the odds. All the data, statistics, and everything say that an NBA player is only going to be in the league. What is it, like 3 to 5 years? It also says, if you're coming from a single parent household, 9 times out of 10 you're going to wind up in prison. A criminal background or whatever. Mom wasn't married. He ended up getting married. He's married, successfully married, raising all of his children in the same home. You have never heard of any type of scandal or anything. Guys, from what they say, a billionaire, has been able to educate himself. He's been able to take his team, the people that were pretty much, I believe everybody, most of those guys were on his basketball team, was able to take those people with him, and they all have been able to level up. How many people do you know would be able or have been able to do something like that? I don't think you can count many. But again, going back into it, man, I mean, not just all the money that he's made, but when I think about success, I think about, people that maybe have started in a certain area or whatever, and maybe they haven't always been an effective communicator. Maybe they haven't always, really understood the business behind basketball or the business behind whatever it is that they're doing. But this guy, this young man was able to educate himself, educate the people that are around him, or put them through certain things, have remained that hard-working person that they have been since I've honestly known them. And for his son to be pretty much following in behind in his footsteps and doing a phenomenal job. Young kid, again, you haven't heard anything negative about him, outside of people kind of giving him a little bit of heck for taking a young lady that wasn't the same race as him to prom. That's the only thing that I've heard anybody say about Bronny. But still, stand-up kid, works his doggone butt off. I honestly cannot think about anything negative behind that young man's name. And I think, and I would trust, if I was to put any type of money behind anybody, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would definitely go with somebody like Bronny James over most of those athletes that already feel like they deserve to be in a spot. Because I'm gonna take the person that has the work ethic, the person that maybe has, a background of being able to see how hard they've been able to work. And we can't forget that this young man, in the same year that he suffered cardiac arrest, went to the hospital, and that could be probably one of the scariest things that could ever happen to a teenager. You're doing something that you love one minute, and then the next minute you wake up and you're in the hospital, and you done suffer from cardiac arrest at that young age. That young man still got back on that doggone court, went to practicing. All right, hey, shout out, yeah. So we did get some confirmation from one of our from one of our co-hosts or whatever. They said they'll be here a little bit. I'll let them chime in on this as well. But I just get the opportunity to get my thoughts off real quick. But yeah, you have a kid that has made it through all of those things and still made it out on the other side, and most importantly, did not complain. That's my main thing, man. You got somebody that has worked they butt off. Worked they butt off. I'm talking about from the time that he can remember on up until now. Yeah, he might not have the size right now. Yeah, it's a lot of people that say he maybe doesn't have the talent. But he got all the fundamentals that he needs in order to grow as a player and as a person. Because, I mean, again, if you look at LeBron, man, stand up guy, and he's raised his children that same way, right? What's going on, Tina? What's good?
What's good? What's good? Can you
Good.
hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Take your time. I'm just gonna finish getting my thoughts off about this Bronny situation or whatnot.
uh,
Yeah. So again, man, I would much rather go with the kid that does have a history of doing all those things that I would absolutely love, like in a player, because you can be the star athlete on the team, but most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, those guys are lazy. You can't necessarily really depend on them like that. And even when I was coaching my little league football team, I told my supervisor, "You take all the athletes, give me all the kids that listen, and I promise you, within a week or two, I promise you, we're gonna dominate." And that's exactly what we did in practice. Because when you got people that listen, that understand that don't mind, taking the back seat versus those people that think that they're leaders and you can't tell them anything, bro. I promise you ain't gonna get nowhere with that's like trying to move with them four flat tires, player. You ain't gonna go too far. But I think that Bronny James, again, man, is probably one of the best investments that the Lakers has made in a while. And then, of course, you know what I'm saying? You know that you're going to get that dad for another, 2 or 3 years as well. Again, great investment. Great investment by them. I wanted to chime in on this Bronny situation real quick, man, because everybody been talking about it. And so I just wanted to make sure that we go ahead and pretty much get it off our chest. And I thought that it was strange that you got Bronny James that went at the 55th overall pick. Don't nobody even know who the number one pick is, and you get like a huge paycheck for being like the number one, but nobody is talking about that. Everybody's focus is on Bronny. You there?
you talking to me?
Yeah. You the only person on here, Blue.
I thought you were just talking to the people though, just getting it off your chest and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was knocking out. But yeah, so I got a question for you. Like, how do you think? Because everybody's talking about LeBron and LeBron. Let's put this thing on the woman's perspective. How do you think it would feel to have arguably one of the most successful people in the world to be your husband, and then to follow that up 20 years later, she's been in a big spotlight with being, what I'm saying, around LeBron, and now she's able to watch her son become and be a part of the NBA, how would you feel, or how do you think a young lady would feel with something like
Oh, good question.
that?
It really is a good question because I'm kind of going back to like just thinking about not even like high value, but just men of value. And like, you just think that you have to keep improving yourself first and foremost. And then, thinking that um, I would think that you have a really strong family, like at their core morals and values. Um, like it's almost surreal. Like it's not like it's one of those things that it's just like you probably would like for it to be possible, but it's like, dang, this really happened. This is what's going on. This is our lives now. First, my husband is this famous basketball player, and now one of my sons is in the league too, and it's just I'm gonna take the ultimate red pills, where it's phenomenal, it's historic, it's you're really making a name for your family, and it's just yeah, it's I wish I knew another word other than phenomenal as well.
No, yeah, that would be crazy. Hold on, that's phenomenal. I would be on cloud nine for the next 50 years. She got the
Mhm.
mother because she birthed him. He he came from her. Yeah, man. That's why I say I think it would be that'll be a different type of. I mean, of course, I know women and children have a different type of connection. You know what I mean? Listen, father, I understand. Got their connection too, but I know it's a lot deeper connection. So I know that would probably be a whole nother level to know that that young man that not only did she birth, but she also raised and watched him mature as a baby. I'm thinking, y'all know I'm one of those people that I love to live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And I would be sitting there thinking while that young man is walking up on stage to accept the jersey or whatever. I remember this kid when he couldn't even walk, when I had to feed him, when I had to bathe him, you know, and now not only is he able to stand on his own 2 feet, but he's literally amongst the most talented people in the world. He's been selected in this league that most children only dream of being in. And I was a part of raising him. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, dog. I can only yeah, I can definitely only imagine with something like that. That's I wonder if she's actually like thinking of it like that. Because some people, when certain things happen to them or happen to some of the people around them, they don't really think about it like that. They're like, oh yeah, that's dope. I done been in the spotlight so long, so everything wins are just starting to feel like wins. I guess all wins are starting to feel the same. Or does it really have like a deeper impact? I know she probably is soaking it all up though. That's crazy. That's crazy. We just sitting here thinking about that. But yeah, you said you didn't get the opportunity to see the video.
No, I ended up figuring out a way to do so. It was
Or you
uh
did
huh?
you did get a chance to see the video?
Yes, I did get a chance to see it.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, we can definitely have this conversation then. Yeah. So just give me your first thoughts before we get into it. You'll give me your first thoughts, and I'll give you my thoughts on it.
Really, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, what did you see?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, low key, I was thinking like, what meaning did you find in it? Yeah, like what metaphors and what similes and all that other good stuff. Like, what did you find in it? Because really, I feel like I was just watching it just to watch it. It was, it was entertaining. Like, it probably could lead into something deeper. I take it from I guess just
Surface level.
yeah, kind of just the surface of it. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
as
that's
far as,
good.
yeah,
Let's
far as
hear
like,
about just from the surface level. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like, I like the
Yes.
video. Like, but again, I was kind of like I said in the beginning, just well, for one thing, like, what does the owl in the cage mean at the end? So yeah, I was just kind of looking for like looking for the meanings behind how he did some of those things or how collectively his team did some of those things.
Yeah.
I didn't
Well,
come up with anything though.
so I think when I was watching it, I think before I try to get like a deeper meaning, I just watch it. I just watched it through the first time. Like, I just wanted to just enjoy it. Like, I seen like little things that could have been like little hidden gems, but just trying to just basically just live in a moment. It's like, yo, this is dope. This is phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like, even when I'm going to go check out anything for the first time, watch anything for the first time, just I think it's just important just to be in the moment, just live like, oh, okay, hey, somebody, hey, such and such can dance. I'm like, oh, okay. What's my boy's name, man? The little young guy that used to dance with the clowns. I forgot what his name is, man. Little young kid. He done grew up now. He done grew up. He done grew up. He done gained a little bit of weight, but yeah, he done grew up now. You growing up now? Oh man, Kidda the Great. That's his name. Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen Kidda the Great in there. I was like, okay, but when I typed in, everybody had like their little breakdowns and stuff about the video, so I did get a chance to kind of check out some of those things, and they gave me a little bit more insight. But just from again talking about or looking at things on a surface level, I just thought that it was phenomenal just for him to a month later, to put a video out, and now it's trending #1 on YouTube right now. They Not Like Us is trending at #1 right now at 17 million views. It's been out for about 20 hours, not even a full day. Not even a full day, and you putting up numbers like that from a track that's already been released that got over 100 million views on YouTube, just on YouTube alone. But yeah, I thought that was phenomenal, man. Yeah, trending #1, uh, and it got 2.3 million likes, almost 200,000 comments. So I'm just looking at all that, and I'm just taken back, man. And he made sure that he gave credit to everybody, man, all the dope creators and everybody that helped out. I've seen the fact that he had what looked like an entire city together, all of them saying "OV ho," you know what I'm saying, and screaming "They Not Like Us." I ain't gonna lie, boy. I was like, boy, this might be the end of Drake. Like, not literally the end of him, but it's gonna be hard for you to put out music. It's gonna be hard for you to tour and everything like after something like this. How many people rocking with Kendrick Lamar that don't rock with him now because of certain things that Kendrick Lamar has said?
You
Man,
want to know what's funny?
what?
So I'm over here dog sitting, and she had the TV on for him.
Mhm.
Guess what's on?
What was that?
Degrassi.
Oh wow. Oh, that's the only thing I'm watching them now, boy. Animals and old people. Now, this stuff. Yeah, the whole internet. Anybody that's on the internet, man, it seems like they rocking with Kendrick Lamar. Everybody is doing reactions. Man, this is crazy. He even had his wife and his children dancing in the video today.
Oh,
Not
that's
like,
his wife and two kids.
yeah. He brought everybody in, man. That's why I said it's gonna be hard for Drake to come back after this. I don't know, big fella. I don't know, man. And he released that. Did he release that on July the 4th? Oh my goodness. Yo, he released. See, that's the thing about Kendrick Lamar. I don't think if I was to watch that thing back 10 times that I'll be able to grasp all of the things that he was kind of like hinting at. Because that's just the way that he is. Like everything that he said, most of his punchlines is like a metaphor. It's a deeper meaning behind what he's saying. And just to talk about one of those things, I know you mentioned the owl at the end. So, he was already saying that Drake, allegedly, you basically you got to watch Drake around those I guess young kids or whatever, the little young girls. And the owl is a predator.
Oh.
The owl is also Drake's like clothing line, right?
Oh.
And he put the predator, the clothing or whatever, behind bars. I don't know. That could be what it was, but I'm just like, yo, man, it's so much that kind of goes into that, and then it don't really look good because again, this is something that Drake. This was your idea. Your idea was to make an owl like your man. He'll take stuff and twist it around on him, man. And it was like, yeah, this ain't no good look, man. It ain't no good look, no matter how you look at this thing. I think that was just crazy. That was freaking insane, man. But yeah, I'm glad that you got a chance to check it out, man.
Yeah, I watched it twice. I mean, I did watch it twice. I think I kind of did a little bit of both aspects of like looking at it just to be in the moment of looking at it, and then looking at it too to try to see what he mean by certain stuff like that. Like I said, I couldn't really figure it out, but I was like, okay, well, that might mean something. That might be, you know what I'm saying? So, oh, you feel me? That was yes, I do.
Another thing, again, just little small stuff. You remember when in the song he'd be like, he a fan. In the video, I don't think anybody noticed, but the ceiling fan while his family was dancing to the lines, he a fan. I mean, that might be a reach. I don't know, but that could be something else as well, man. But yeah, he having everybody sing a minor. That's when he brought everybody in, and it's probably a minor. And then it was like they was at a school. I was like, man, good grief, bro. You ain't have to cook that man like that, dog. I'm talking about the entire city looked like they came out. Everybody dancing. It looked like you had Bloods and Crips. Yes. The entire city come together and everybody chant again. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm Drake and I'm at home and I'm looking at all those people in those videos, okay, you block.
You might as well just get off of social media, the internet, and stuff like that, because it's gonna be more to block people than just to cancel yourself out.
Everybody getting the smoke. Everybody getting the smoke, dog. If I seen you was with him in the video, it's over for you. You better not ask for no doggone no track, no nothing, dog. I don't want to kick it with you, skate with you, none of that. Whoo, Lord hamburger, man.
But I don't want to kick it with you, skate with you, nothing.
So let's get into some of these questions. You had anything else you wanted to say before we get into the questions?
No, because like I said, Excuse me. I was looking, but to come to a conclusion of what was going on, I wasn't able to do so. But yeah, I really enjoyed just from the surface, like just from watching it. It was a great video.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, man. I just want to say one thing to one person. I don't care if they take this the wrong way. Chris Brown, you need to chill, bro. Dog. Every time you turn around, man, you got somebody's booty on you. Like these doggone, these women out here, man, they losing or getting out of their relationships or whatnot. Because every time you turn around, I'm trying to help people out, man. Every time you turn around, man, this dude up here taking crazy photos. Good grief, man. Y'all need to stay away from that. Women, please. Y'all. It just don't look good for you, fam. It don't work out in your favor. Just got to let it go, man. Oh yeah, I did want to give a really, really quick shout out. I don't know exactly which day the Paris finals start for the Olympics, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Sha'Carri Richardson, she already got that 100. Noah Lyles, I think he might have the 100, 200, and the 400. I'm thinking he gonna get gold in all those things this year, man. And we already know Simone Biles is definitely gonna do her thing, but that's the only person they've been talking about. Every time I get on YouTube, that's all I see. Simone Biles this. You got anybody that you're looking for? Anything that you like to watch during the Olympics?
Well, I really don't watch, but I would. As far as like those athletes or anything goes, almost just about what you had said.
No, just the main people, the main folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because as far as any other sport in the Olympics, in the Olympics, is swimming a part of it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe those divers.
Oh yeah. They don't.
Yeah. Other than that, well, sometimes I like the long jumps
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and the what's the not javelin, but the other thing. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm not pressed to see it, but if it's seem interesting, yeah, I'll watch it though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm a huge fan of the swimming, man. I don't know what it is about like competition, like neck and neck type of stuff, man. It just I don't know, man. That does get the kid inside me just riled up. I love it. I love seeing friendly competition. There's nothing like friendly competition, man.
You are a competitive person.
I try.
He's up in my trial.
But what was this other news about Corey Hardrick? Did you get a chance to hear or see when that young man got on stage and was basically saying that he cried himself to sleep for like a year and a half after Tia filed for divorce?
I think I heard someone else speak on it. So as far as like hearing the whole, hearing his whole part about it, I haven't heard the whole part. I did hear that part about him crying himself to sleep at night. Was it anything else? What else did you hear?
Well, that was pretty much the main thing. I mean, he was saying that he cried himself to sleep for a year and a half, and a lot of people always look at men as, just being tough, got the thick skin or whatever, and it kind of makes us seem almost like robots, like, like guys don't have feelings too. Like men don't go through things the same as, just other people. And that was him just basically just being open and honest. And you got to be careful about that, because people would definitely, you got people out there that'll use that stuff against you or whatnot. But I wanted to ask you, because it was also some women down in the comments. I like to go down in the comments just to see what people say or whatever. Not really to interact with them, but just to see what they say. And some people were basically saying that, and don't nobody got no confirmation really for why they broke up, outside of she felt like she had graduated from marriage, and it was basically just time for her to move on because she quote unquote graduated. I don't know what the hell that means, but those are her words, not mine. I'm curious, right? Like what are your thoughts behind, I guess, like just people or guys that go through things? Do most women, or why do most women look at it like that? Or some women, I'm not gonna say most, but some women look at it like that.
Like he's not really a man, like he's not a tough dude or something like that.
Well, most again, I think most people, some women, they make it almost seem like the only person that experienced some type of heartbreak in a relationship is the woman. Like,
Oh, because it's instilled into the history of how, like, people try to raise their males. Oh, you gotta be tough. You can't cry. You're not a man. You're not a boy if you crying and stuff like that. So if she has siblings or even like cousins that's males and was raised in that way, so she's going to look at if a guy is um
emotional.
yeah, if the guy's emotional. I don't even want to say emotional. I want to say that if they just display their emotions or
That's not.
acknowledge them in a healthy way. Hopefully it's in a healthy way. They still may not see that as being a male, as being a strong person, a strong male.
Mhm.
So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I have some follow up questions. It is the only question I can really ask I guess, a young lady. But have you ever had that experience where a guy has, like cried in front of you?
Um, Only male that cried in front of me was my brother's dad, but one of his friends had passed.
Yeah, I ain't gonna count.
So yeah, as far as anything else, I
Nah, it's okay.
I
It's all
can't
good.
say so. Yeah.
Do you think that you would look at somebody differently? I guess if if they, we'll start off with crying in front of you.
With people becoming more emotionally stable, working on healing themselves, I'll I'm okay with that. Before, yeah, I probably would have been like, bro, what's up?
Huh.
Hopefully not. I feel like I would say that I would have, been concerned and stuff like that, and still, you know, appreciated them as being a person and not a robot in the end. Yeah, but now, yeah, definitely now, like I wouldn't. It wouldn't take from who you are.
Okay, okay, respect that. Yeah, I would, man. Listen, I would love to really be on a panel with like a lot of women and really ask that question. and no cap, like have everybody hooked up to like a lie detector test. We're gonna get the truth that go one way or another. Would you look at a man differently if I don't know, I guess he expressed himself like if you hurt that guy's feelings and he openly just said, hey, you know, it actually kind of hurt my feelings.
I feel to I will hope so. I kind of will hope so because I feel like if you are rocking with this person, I'm gonna use your word. If you rocking with this person, you should feel comfortable to let them know in a healthy way that something isn't right, like this doesn't work, or communicate as well. So I feel like it would improve the what's going on, improve the relationship if it's a partner, even if it's like a sibling. I would want someone to be honest, be open, be comfortable enough with me to let me know what's going on, even if you just have to like just sit in the moment, in the present, and just kind of process it with yourself while I'm in the area. That's fine with me because I feel like that will strengthen the bond that we have between each other.
Okay, 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 okay. Oh, wait, man. I think women would look at you as a weaker man. I got to agree a little bit, man. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna say a little bit. I got to agree with that. You know what I mean? I don't think that you can really be as open just based on some of the things that I've seen when it comes to other guys. You know what I mean? I always say it's better to use other people as your test dummies or whatnot. Learn from other people. Those are the people that tend to be okay. What's good? What up? What up? What up? I know one thing. I know Don better be at that workout tomorrow, or we gonna have problems. But I would look at you a little different if I'm being honest. Well, we appreciate the honesty. We definitely appreciate the honesty. But I mean, I kind of understand why that is, though. I ain't gonna say I don't understand because I do understand why that is because when it comes to being, a leader and protector, you have like if you're in a pack and the more that's going to be looked at as weakness regardless of how anybody try to put it, even though I would look at it as strength. That's going to be looked at it as weakness in a lot of cases, and you have a lot of people that maybe you are a person that you're protecting, and if they see too much weakness or they feel like that's too much weakness, then they're going to be thinking to themselves like, damn, this person got a lot going on emotionally. I don't know. I'm looking for somebody that's gonna be able to protect me. And if this person is dealing got all that stuff going on with themselves, mentally, maybe I'll be better off just dealing with someone else.
I think I can agree with both. What it said about will look at you as a weaker man and probably a little bit different. I can see that too. And I also think that I'm pushing the point of in a healthy way. If it's not to where you're overly emotional, then of course. But if you're, but what would a healthy way look like though?
Hmm.
Um, yeah,
It depends. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. It depends on if that's someone you really want to build with. Yeah, I think if somebody is really like locked in. Okay, 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 okay. I can see that. If somebody is really locked in with you and they don't plan on hitting you with that with Tia Mari or whatever. If you're dealing with her sister, somebody like her sister that listen, if anything, you opening up is just going to I guess like what you were saying, T. It's gonna help, strengthening our friendship, our relationship, and bring us closer together. Versus, I'm looking for any reason to get the hell up out of here.
Mm.
And if you show me this, then I mean that's obviously a sign. That's my woman's intuition kicking in. My homegirl said this about you, and I'm starting to see it now. I don't think anybody would look at you as being weird because we are. Well, not I'm not talking about me personally. Honestly, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely not speaking about me. Most of the time when I'm talking, I'm asking questions like in general because I like to put things out there for most people that'll be able to relate. We all know. Listen, Katie is a one of a kind. We ain't gonna listen. we all know what it is. They try to toot my horn with.
Toot, toot.
But yeah, that was really one question that I just wanted to honestly just ask the women, man, just to get their perspective on that because I mean it is unfortunate that some people look at that as being weak instead of being emotionally strong. It was
'Cause, mm, 'cause- sorry, but it was something that you and I were talking about, and it was going back to who was the guy, or was pretty much anger was like anger was them
uh,
resulting to anger was them being weaker than actually looking deeper. Something
mm,
I know I'm
yeah.
in it.
No,
And
no, you good. You good. No, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm with you. I'm definitely with you on that. It was a young I think it was a young lady that was basically talking about that. Yeah, the anger or whatever. That's like a secondary emotion. You should dig deeper to try to figure out exactly like what that is, where it's coming from. Yeah, yeah. I definitely feel that, man. But this is I feel like that's gonna be definitely a two-part. I would love to like really get into that and like unpack that on I don't know, maybe like a later episode or whatnot. Like to really get into that. Hopefully. Hopefully a little bit later. But sexy red.
uh,
This- While we on the subject. Sexy red and Tyler. All right, guys. So if those of you that didn't know, Sexy Red lost to Tyler for winning the Best New Artist of the Year at the BET Award. And it was so many people they were in an uproar, pissed off. How the heck can Tyler, beat Sexy Red? I'm gonna be honest with you. First and foremost, I'm actually glad. I am so happy that I'm so sick and tired of people championing Sexy Red and her questionable behavior. Why she been pregnant and during the pregnancy, before, during, and after the pregnancy. I'm glad. Gummy. Only thing she talk about is her booty hole being brown or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the lyrics. Like, man, what them ain't no what y'all thought when she said that? Did y'all go bars? Them ain't no bars, man.
mm,
Nasty. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. Tyler she looks better. She carries herself a lot better. Now she probably had put some music out because I'm not familiar, honestly, with either one of their music. I think I have heard one of Tyler's songs either on TikTok or something like that that was going around. But listen, most of the time that you see her, she has clothes on. She ain't out here talking crazy, and she ain't twerking while she pregnant and all of that stuff during and after the pregnancy. I think that BET, good job, man. This is one thing that y'all honestly did right, and I'm actually glad. Actually glad for it. I do want to talk about the Pop the Balloon guy real quick. So it has been an update, ladies and gentlemen. The pop my balloon guy, well, pop the balloon guy, the Ninja Turtle that they call him Mr. Ninja Turtle, or you're not qualified. If y'all are not familiar, I think I actually did an entire live stream about that gentleman, and a lot of people have. If you don't know, just go look him up, man. He was on Arlett's Pop the Balloon or Find Love, but he got on there and he actually ended up leaving with what some people were saying was the most attractive young lady or whatever. And then after he left, well, they didn't even leave yet. She actually ended up getting another guy's number that was there. It was the anime guy that had like the what you call it, the what's going on, Ro?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey,
What up?
hey, hey.
But yeah, she ended up getting that guy's number, and he basically said, I just found it disrespectful or whatever. But they end up talking, texting, going back and forth. Long story short, nothing really went with that. They end up losing each other's number or whatever, that blocking each other or whatnot. But he said that he had gotten fired because of that Pop My Balloon show, but he didn't have any receipts. So people were basically just going through everything and trying to figure out, was he lying or whatever, because he had ended up starting a GoFundMe page after he had claimed that he got fired, and it had like $15,000 that people had donated to him, basically just saying, man, keep your head up. I apologize that this happened, or I'm sorry that this happened or whatever. Got up to like $15,000, and he went to go draw the money out, and they basically put a hold on his account because he didn't have any receipts about him getting fired. And so I don't know, man. He's been putting some crazy stuff up on TikTok and YouTube and going on these different shows or whatnot. Have y'all heard from that, or have y'all seen any content from that pop my balloon guy, Mister? You're not qualified since then.
No, not personally from him. And pretty much like he was saying, what's the guy? Is it MTR? Is that?
Oh yeah, MTR, yeah.
Yeah. He again, pretty much went over it saying the same thing. He ain't had no receipts. He tried to, at first I think it sounded like he was trying to defend the man, but as he did more research, he ain't have any receipts. And then was it the girl? It was another female, or the same female. She did more research and found out that there were, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm on the right track. So that found out that there was more women out there that he has dated or tried to date, and it's more than just him losing his job, but he was, I guess you could say, like, scamming them a little bit. Trying to get with them, getting money from them, and trying to say that he has it, but he can't get it. And it's just, nothing was really adding up to corroborate his story.
Yeah. Bless his heart, man.
Right.
They say that man was out here scamming. I don't know how true it is. This is all speculation. Yeah, it's all speculation. I don't know how true it is. I'm just saying. Have you seen it or heard anything from that Kobe?
It came across my feed on YouTube earlier today. I just didn't get the opportunity to look at it.
YouTube done heard, boy. YouTube done heard. But yeah, we were talking about They Not Like Us. I did want you to chime in on that real quick before we get into the next part. Have you seen that video?
I watched it when I got home.
Yeah, what were your thoughts on it, man?
What can I say about Kendrick? It was a good video. I could say that for sure. And it just seemed like he rallied the troops, and they stood strong against Drake. That's the way I saw it.
Yeah, yeah. The troops, the entire city, everybody got behind that doggone track, man. That was crazy. That's it's number one trending on YouTube right now with 17 million views. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a good chance that thing might pass the audio version of it. It's definitely growing like it is. Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's over for Drake, man? You think after this, it'll probably be why the Drake don't put no music out either ever or for a while?
No, no, because let's be honest here. He did say for a moment when he had dropped. I think when he dropped that album for all the dogs, I'm pretty sure that he said he was going to take a break. But ever since this whole thing happened with Kendrick, he most for sure is going to take a break because evidently, like, of course, like people try to compare, Drake and Kendrick and stuff. I think personally for me, like I'm a huge fan of Drake and I'm a huge fan of Kendrick, but I definitely believe that when you look at the body of work, uh, Kendrick is a rapper. Drake is an artist.
Okay. Respect that.
And because yes, like Drake's awards, his platinums, all the number one tracks he has in his career. Yes, his stuff's like overseas Kendrick, but Kendrick don't have to drop stuff as often. J. Cole don't have to drop stuff as often, and they still. It don't matter what you say, like they don't have to drop stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Their body of work, their stuff their tracks can go to test the time.
Right. That's true. I got you. All right. So, question: have y'all ever pulled up on somebody for talking junk?
No. What?
Nah, everybody like me.
What you done did now? Who you done pulled up on?
I was hoping that somebody was gonna say yeah or whatnot. So we'll just go ahead and go to the next question then.
Have I seen somebody pull up on somebody for talking junk? Oh yeah.
I thought we had some people in the building I can relate to. We just gonna go ahead and scratch that. Dude. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got to read the room. Read the room, people. Y'all let me know what y'all know about what y'all want to comment on about this statement. A man will never cheat if you give him love, care, time, and attention. What are your thoughts on that? I've seen this on Facebook, so I figure I will go ahead and release this to the public. Go ahead, Tim. I hear you over there making noises or whatnot, so I'll let you go.
Huh? I was just getting comfortable. What you talking about? Golly. I almost feel like it's one of those things where you hope they wouldn't, because the person is still their own person. And I kind of feel like it's either in them or not if they're going to want to step out or stay committed and stay loyal.
So it's really on the other person whether they want to do it. So yeah. Okay. I think we follow what you say. What's your thoughts, Cole? A man will never cheat if you give him love, care, time, and attention.
Be honest, honestly, I think regardless if you're giving a man attention, love, care, respect. You can give them the whole nine. Because I just still think a man would still cheat if he's still getting if he's receiving all that.
Okay. Respect it, respect it. All right, so I'm gonna chime in because we actually we gonna reverse this thing or whatever. But so the question is, ladies and gentlemen, or the statement is, a man will never cheat if you give him love, care, time, and attention. So here's my thoughts because I think it's gonna be a little asterisk beside that, because I don't think that it's luck. I don't think it has to do with anything. Anything has to do with gambling. Honestly, I think if you pick a person that has good morals, good values, those things or whatever, then I think you're gonna be good. I think when people begin to mess up is when they get with certain people, try to change those people or whatever, or think that those people are going to change. And that's what people pretty much go left. And I don't want to get cheating confused with a person being single. All right? Because single people do single things. But if a person is in a relationship, in a committed relationship or whatever, and those people tend to be faithful in those relationships, and the chances are, I would think you would probably be better off taking your chances with dealing with people like that versus dealing with people that again have a questionable past. And I think that in most cases, people just repeat patterns, literally. And I don't think that life changes you. I think that life just shines a light on who you really are. I think that if a person is a cheater, then they pretty much is gonna be a cheater. But if you're dealing with somebody that's faithful, that have all those things, I don't think that they're going to really change. And I don't think those people are honestly hard to find. That's just my thought process on it. Anybody wanted to chime in on it? And I don't think that those men will ever cheat if you do give those, because listen, I think that everything is still what is it, transactional, right? Everything is still transactional. If you are giving that man love, care, time, attention, a little bit of head troubles or whatnot. Not in that way that most people thinking. But I think if you are giving that man all of those things, then I don't think that he will cheat. I don't think they will step out or any of those things. Anybody want to chime in on anybody? You got any pushback or whatnot? No?
Yeah, no pushback. Just, I mean, probably more on agreements than anything. Just going back to what you're saying, just morals, values.
Like that. A woman, the other comment or statement was, a woman will never leave you if you give her love, affection, time, and attention.
First thought, I think is true. Depending on, again, kind of still depending on the type of person, if that's what she likes. And if that's like who she are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
If she shows it and she receive it, I would agree that she wouldn't leave.
Okay. You said that was your first thought. What was the second thought? Because
I'm
some.
guessing I'm going to probably not the women that we're trying to reach. those women, because I think I've seen something where this girl, I say girl, but this female, she was like, that's just boring. I actually like my man to cheat and abuse me and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it depends on who are we classifying as women.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you was gonna hit that little pivot, hit that little euro real quick. Hit him with the hezzy. Kobe, what are your thoughts on this?
I think I went in and out. Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, no problem. So the statement is a woman will never leave you if you give her love, affection, time, and attention.
Yeah, I don't really. A woman would, you said, will leave you or won't leave you?
Will never, yeah, a woman will never leave you if you give her love, affection, time, and attention.
I still stand on it when it comes to men, because you can give them all the attention in the world, and there's always going to be somebody out there that's going to try to give them the same attention, but more than what you give.
I think mine is going to be a little bit different, man. Again, this is honestly, y'all know I consume a lot of content on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis or whatever. And I take, data, statistics, and try to come up with the answer that makes sense to me. And if you got more content out there that you can send me, please, y'all keep sending that content to me. You know what I mean, on my IG, and we can definitely go through it. But I have literally seen hundreds of videos of women that have been with the guy, have been married. They have children together, successful. And a woman say that, a guy for whatever reason, it's always something crazy. She's just not happy. This guy has, he massages my feet when I get home. He rubs my back. He rubs my back. I mean, he runs my bath water. He helps take care of the kids. Some of those guys are taking care of most of or all the bills, but I just don't. I'm just not happy. I don't know what it is, but I'm just not happy. And those women end up leaving the relationship based on a temporary feeling. And no lie, I mean, I want to do a video about this just to showcase. But those women, like 2 and 3 years later, like they regret it and say it's the biggest mistake that they made in their lives. But I've seen it on the opposite end. And if we look at the divorce rate, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's anywhere from 70 to 90% women are initiating the divorce. Because in most cases, men don't leave unless, that young lady steps outside and go and deals with somebody else. Then once that's lost, everything else is lost. Once another guy has had you, it's done. But anything else, like if it's some borderline stuff, we can get through. Her communication ain't as good as it needs to be, or fitness level is not where it needs to be, or like little things some things like that, we can get through those things. But yeah, I've seen it on the opposite end with women, but I don't really recall too many videos. Y'all, again, if you see anything, please send them to me. But yeah, that's just been my experiences that I've seen personally.
Pulling the tea over there,
Huh?
I said they pulling the tea over there.
I was
Yeah.
about to say the same thing. I was just about to say the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that would be a prime example. Now that I think about it, yeah, that would be a prime example of a young lady that said that's her best friend. She would not rather be traveling or be with anybody else in this world but her best friend, her husband, her lover and everything. And then the next month, I mean, not the next month, my bad. Sorry about that. The next week files for divorce.
I wonder why.
She said she graduated.
Man,
She said, I graduated. I graduated from marriage. Like, it's time for me to move on and graduate to being single and be out here dating dudes with grills in their mouth.
what?
Yeah. Yeah, she was on a date. I gotta bring this up. She was recently on a date with a guy. She said she had seen him before. She said she had seen him before. I think it's cap. Because she said when they got together, whatever, he was a lot shorter than she thought he was going to be. And then they get there, whatever, and the dude got a grill in his mouth.
Mm.
And she's thinking to herself, like, where are you gonna put that grill? Your boy ended up taking his grill out at the table and put it on the table. It was in a napkin, but he put it on the table in a napkin. She was like, it was the worst, like one of the worst days. Hey, ma'am, that's you right there. Most of your encounters, that's it. That's what you get. You get a little short dude with a grill. Take it or leave it, man. You had good. You had better. That's it, man. That's the dating pool, my love. What? I forgot what her name is, but yeah. That's it. I definitely wanted to drop that real quick. Y'all got anything else before we get up out of here for today, man? Anything left before we
No.
jump back into the sponsors of today's video?
No.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Thank you. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
This has nothing to do with it. Just them kids being out yesterday got me all thrown off.
Oh,
I am discombobulated. That's why I almost forgot that we had a podcast today.
oh yeah. Happy 4th to everybody too. I forgot to say that, man. Happy 4th. I hope everybody's 4th went well or whatever. Y'all got to see some firecrackers or whatnot.
But yeah, that's all.
All right, cool. Again, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. We appreciate y'all. And we leaving just like we came, man. Shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring these podcasts. And we will see you guys in the next one. Y'all be blessed, be beautiful. Peace. A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress, he was drinking a lot of caffeine, and it turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time, all right? So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up, and then we're gonna try it. First time trying Magic Mind, all right? I'm gonna give it a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11, so we'll see. Mm. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa.